What's going on, people? It's your boy D Davis, aka Mr. 360, back at it again with another sports talk bull stuff. Early in the morning, getting right for the plantation, presentation and everything. So bear with me as I do what I need to do to get what I need to get, you know. But this is sports talking bull stuff. Good morning. What I want to touch upon today was Mr. Dakota Prescott. Dakota Prescott. I was talking about last week him getting that bag from Jerry and him being I don't think deserving of that bag from Jerry. Um, but Jerry paid him. And now Jerry is gonna have to live with the consequences or the repercussions of paying a quarterback that, in my opinion, isn't that damn good. I mean, he's average. Put a lotion on. He's average, slightly above average. Um, borderline top 10. I mean, you give that what $250 million or however many millions of dollars that he quite frankly shouldn't have gotten. I mean, that's a problem with these teams. I mean, I know the NFL salary cap is going to rise significantly over the next couple years. Um, so I guess I'm really talking about nothing. But I mean, if you want to win a Super Bowl, uh, if they really want to win a Super Bowl, I mean that's another thing. But your quarterback is going to have to be not very good, but a really good game manager. And I don't see Dak Prescott being at this point a very good game manager. Some of that, or a lot of that, falls on Mike McCarthy. But they don't run the ball for nothing. Mm-mm. It's been about 3, 4 years where they selectively run the ball. I feel like it's a 70-30 pass to run on the team. And you got to have balance. You got to have balance. And if you're not going to run the ball with 50-50 or somewhere close, then you got to have a very good short passing game. We saw that with New England and Tom Brady's first couple Super Bowls where they really maximize those running backs and you know outside of Corey Dillon, they didn't have a really dominant running back in those years, but they made it work in the flats. They made it work. So and I don't see enough of that. Zeke is actually a really good uh, catcher out of the flat. I think he's a really good pass catcher in general from the running back position. But I don't see it with that. This ain't gonna be a long one because we know what it is, but the defense is they didn't look that good. I was talking all this defense looked really good, but I think the defense is going to be like a top 10 defense, closer to 10 than one where it was last year, a couple years ago. So which is really good in the NFL to have a top 10, 12 defense, it puts you in a position to win a good amount of games. But when we go into the playoffs, like you got to have that balance. In the last couple years in the playoffs, it's been on Dak and because of Mike McCarthy, uh, but it's been heavily on Dak. And if you ain't that type of player where you shoulder the brunt of the offense, and can be successful with it, you probably shouldn't be making the type of money that you're making, especially in Dak's position, because what has he done, really? I mean, he's a very good regular season quarterback, but there are a lot of very good regular season quarterbacks who, get you double-digit wins. You may get into the playoffs, but, it's what you do in the playoffs. What the team does in the playoffs, and the quarterback being the most important position on the field, uh, you're going to get a brunt of the not the blame. Well, you get a good amount of the blame when you lose, and you get the credit, a good amount of that when the team wins. So, double-edged sword. So balance is key. Um, and times like this, man, I wish we had a Tony Romo. People say a lot about Tony Romo, but um, he was a damn good quarterback. And I think he's a victim of left the door open. I think he's a victim of having bad defenses, and also heavy reliance on him as uh, the one to carry the offense. And Tony Romo was a lot better at that than Dak Prescott is. So I think if we had Tony Romo in his prime over the last 3 years, the Cowboys are Super Bowl champion in one of those years. So, but here we have it with Dakota Prescott. Just my thoughts on him, the Cowboys, and they might make the playoffs. Uh, they could make the playoffs, but I don't see them making any noise once they're in the playoffs. But those are my thoughts. Mr. Boy D Davis, Mr. 360, out this thing. Oh, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that. Yeah.